RyanSteinolfson here at Periscope Ryan, and I am with HZO. What's your company's name?
Yeah, HZO.
Okay, awesome. And it's Jared.
My name's Jared, right?
And Jared has been nice enough to grant me a little interview here at CES 2016. And they've got some really cool technology. You guys, I was walking by this booth and I saw this right here. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but this lady just picked up a phone out of the water. There's been so many times that I have wanted to do the same thing, and my phone was dead
right
when it got out of the water.
Right.
So Jared from State Farm. No, not that Jared, Eric.
Thanks for the association, though.
So Eric, you'll really appreciate this. So we got a really cool solution for all you guys out there that wish you could, waterproof your phone or anything else. This basically is the company, and I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for stopping by and noticing us. We actually launched our commercialized product at CES in 2012. People got very excited. The truth is, though, that we don't have anything to offer consumers. We're very sorry, but what we do is apply this technology. It's a thin film coating. It gets applied directly to the electronics inside the devices we use every single day. So if we were fortunate enough to work with a smartphone company, for example, as those devices are being put together, we have equipment that applies the material right on the electronics inside. So upon full assembly, you've got a phone that's waterproof from the inside out. But because of how and why we apply the material, allows it to be submerged not only in water from the men's room here at the LVCC, but chlorinated water, salt water, and in those kinds of liquids for long-term exposure.
So to be clear, you guys can't waterproof an individual phone. So if somebody right now said, "Hey, are they stocked up in the UK? Sounds expensive." Somebody said,
"Yeah."
Can you answer? That's the great thing about Periscope is you're gonna get toilet
questions
water,
on the fly.
Mom's life, right? You can see.
Yeah.
Follow me. Okay. Yeah. So,
yeah. No, you got it. I mean, we all experience this problem every day, right? I mean, I don't know. Most of us have lost a phone to water damage of some kind, whether it's your kids, whether it's in the toilet, whether it's in a puddle. To answer the question about cost, right? I mean, because we integrate right with the manufacturers, we could do it if you send us your phone, but it would be very expensive for us to do it that way.
Okay.
That's why we want to influence the companies that make the devices that are so important in our lives now.
Gotcha.
Understand that consumers want this. They actually need it at this point in their life. So, I mean, an example here is here's an iPhone 6 off the shelf, right? People much smarter than I on the engineering side took this phone, they took it apart just to prove that it actually can be done. I mean, we can go and
let's go do it. Let's demonstrate it.
Right?
Yeah, let me. Okay.
So if you can get a look at the phone here, just off the shelf iPhone 6. We buy a lot of these things, and again, our engineers take them apart.
Yep. Nice. Okay.
Make sure everybody sees it's working here. And
buy phone.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's give it a look.
That's pretty rad, eh, guys?
Now, if you can see the bubbles on the top, it may be hard to catch here, but that phone is actually filling up with water. And
the phone is actually, Apple won't do it because they make money from sales. Is what
from replacement costs, right? I mean, when I lose a phone to water damage, I probably have to go to the Apple store and buy a new one, right? There's that sensor in the charging port. We call it the red dot of shame, right?
Right.
Apple knows
the red dot of shame.
The minute that phone gets wet, that dot appears, and they can say, "Look, your phone's been in water. Sorry, we can't replace it." But just for a little perspective, I mean, Samsung Galaxy Edge.
Yep.
It's got an aftermarket. We actually just peeled the back of this off, but just to show you the phone filling up with water there.
So this one's filling up as well.
Right. So again, just to be clear, the technology applied at manufacturing goes right on the electronics inside. Everything on the inside of the phone is got this thin film barrier on it. Right. So, exposure to any kind of liquid, nothing actually is touching those sensitive components that allow it to function.
Gotcha. So I hope that makes sense, guys. So you can see, I mean, that thing is going to go right back on again. You see, he just took that thing right. His hand is definitely wet. I mean, that's definitely was submerged. I'm here to witness that it was definitely it is under the water for sure. And so that is what you can do. The capability is out there. She said, so it's shrink wrapped.
You know what? If you were to pull the material off in raw form off the PCB after the coating's been applied.
Yeah.
What you see is something that looks very similar to Saran wrap. Yeah, right. Great analogy.
Where can I buy this? I still don't think iPhone companies will do it. What wizardry is this? AJ, it's just the HZO is the company. They've been around for.
We've had a commercialized product since 2012. I mean, the R&D goes back to 2007, and we've just been building momentum, improving the technology, really focusing on the equipment and the R&D.
So where can I buy this? I told you.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I mean, this is the crux of what we do, right? We want people to have a greater awareness that electronics really can be waterproof, but in order for that to happen, it's got to be done by the guys that make the electronics themselves, right? So again, just to be clear, we want Apple, we want Samsung, we want all the companies that make the devices that are so important to us to apply technology like ours.
Gotcha. This is really cool. Kevin said headed my way. Awesome. Waterproof is a necessity. I think Apple could find another reason to make you buy another phone. Yeah, great product. It is a great. See, but what I want you guys to understand is that these guys no aftermarket option. Hey Ryan, love you. Okay, so what's really cool though is that you guys do have a solution, and it's not just for smartphones. It's for they waterproof this entire TV behind me.
Yeah.
What if the iPhone gets hot? You don't protect against heat.
I mean, the heat will dissipate right through the coating. So I mean, it's been tested up to as high as 150 C. So your phone's probably going to melt before the material fails, right? But to your point, you're right. I mean, the coating. These are full size LED panels behind us with customer in northern Utah called Yesco.
Yep.
The material's on the front of the LED. It's on all the components in the back.
Yep.
Boards like this are out in the sun, out in the elements all day long, every day for years and years and years. They corrode, they fail. So just another use for the application. It's not just consumer electronics, but a lot of things.
Could I send my iPhone to HZO and you waterproof it for a fee?
For fee or free? Free?
For a fee.
It would be expensive, my friend. Yeah.
And that's what I mean. And what I'm talking to them about is because I think you can see that you guys have an opportunity to get your message out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I built a community. Right now there's a lot of other people scoping from CES.
Yep.
Will this work on any type of board, i.e. non-phone?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Motorola had one of the first waterproof smartphones. How much? I mean, they do this on a larger scale, guys. It's not just on per individuals like me, even though as much as I'd like to do it from my aquarium scope that I'm going to be doing from Monterey next week, I think that what way I could maybe help you guys is just at least like helping you like start what you're doing here on Periscope.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think there's a lot of confusion in the market about what waterproof or water resistant means for consumers, right?
Yeah. Are they mil spec?
Yeah, a mil spec. Yeah, that's a specific requirement for military style devices. The answer is yes. I mean, we've got certification on this stuff. The common one for consumer devices is IPX7, IP67. What we do far exceeds it. I mean, we've developed and tested our technology on a phone that's gone through the equivalent, basically, of an hour of swimming 5 days a week for 3.5 years before the phone.
Wow.
Before we actually abandoned the test. The phone didn't fail.
That's awesome. Yeah, could cold weather crack the coating?
You would freeze to death before the coating cracks. Same thing with heat, right?
Heat, yeah.
I mean, the temperature would have to be very, very, very extreme.
Move to the right. The screen is glaring. All right, I think. I mean, we got some good questions here. I mean, these are all questions that obviously you've had before. When you get 50 to 100, 200, people on a scope, you get all the questions like rattle.
Yeah, I like it.
We didn't even get to all the questions at CES for big dogs and phone companies to use their product, not for
You got it.
I mean, but there's you guys. I think that stay tuned. Who knows what they'll be doing in the future. But I'm just glad that I was able to see this because I wanted to know if this was available.
Yeah.
Literally, I walked by this monitor right here, and I saw that they were actually using some sort of a device without any casing or housing at it looked like the Monterey Aquarium, so it had my attention immediately because no weight added to device. Is any weight?
No weight. I mean, it's marginal. You would never know it's on there. I mean, this is basically replacing what's historically been used for waterproofing, which is mechanical seals, right? We're design agnostic. It weighs nothing. It's optically clear. You can't see it. So,
Cool.
Yep.
Looks great. Keep up the good work. We need to keep thinking outside the box. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And look for our logo. I mean, we've made a lot of strides in the last year, right? We work with companies like Motorola. We work with Nike in the past, Fuel Band. We work with Dell. The company that does these digital displays is called Yesco.
Yep.
And some of those companies we're fortunate enough to co-brand with.
Gotcha.
And so our logo is going to start showing up on products, we hope, more.
Yeah.
Look for the HZO protected logo. That means what you've got is solid protection.
Solid. It sounds like it from what I've seen. This is the best that I've seen so far. So, like nanotechnology.
Yeah, similar, right? Yeah, it's thicker than a nanoscale. It's measured in microns. So whoever asked that question maybe understands that a little bit.
Yeah.
Very thin, but not as thin as nano. True.
Yep. So it's HZO.com, right?
.com.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, your camera transitions are sick. Awesome. Thanks, Eric. I'll pat myself on the back on that one.
Yeah. Name of the company again, HZO, Z like Z.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So I'm glad that thanks for giving us this little intro scope here.
I'm happy to do it. I'm
man.
glad we caught your eye.
Yeah. Right. All right, guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to be traveling around here. That's what I want to be able to do right there, though. I mean, I want to be able to just drop. So I'm gonna talk some shop here, and I don't know. Maybe I can get them to waterproof my because if anybody needs it, I do, right, guys? I mean, tell them. Somebody give me a thumbs up out there.
Yeah.
If anybody on Periscope needs a water resistant phone, you guys they've seen me almost like melt down like 3 or 4 phones live on my kite.
So the guy needs a waterproof phone. That's what he's saying to me. I see lots of thumbs up. Yeah, all right. Champion for the cause.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot for the